What's up, guys? Zach Dixon here of Dixon Pickleball fame, partnered with the Baker's son, Mickey Randazzo. We did some drilling with my friend's wife. We got Caitlin Cole Fogarty here on this left side, yours truly in the right. And we're going to dive right in with a little forehand dinking drilling. We're going inside foot, outside foot. We're trying to work on Caitlin's shuffle and slide. And this is pretty ugly here. Look, so we go inside, that's an okay dink. Outside, it's a little high. And then she's just slow to recover after getting pulled wide. It's that hesitation right here. She watches her shot instead of pushing off with her right foot and sliding back middle. So then the follow-up ball is just tough for her. She's asking me all these questions. I'm telling her footwork looks horrible. And now we're back to it. So we're going inside, outside. A little dink into the net. Pull her wide. So she slides. I like that she's doing it, but look how much she's reaching there. Look how, yeah, she's just like reaching a ton for this ball. That's a little high. That's super high. That's horrible. Caitlin's doing a 2E backhand dink. She keeps dinking wide. That's really high. Yeah, so look at when Caitlin hits this ball, look how close she is to it. Her body's like too close to the ball, and so that's a huge pop up. And then we pull her again. Caitlin's really tall for a woman. She's actually like debatably even taller than me. And I'm very tall for a guy at 5'9". But she's not getting very low. She's got some knee issues. Mother of 3, 37, 38-year-old woman. But yeah, looks a little rigid for a woman that played pretty competitive New Orleans high school volleyball at McGee. So we're going to pull her wide. That looks okay. That's a little high. Ooh, okay. I thought her feet had maybe got in the kitchen, but it didn't. So we pull her wide. That's better, and that's terrible for me, and I'm actually in the kitchen here. Look at that. Trying to hit it inside, outside at her. She's asking me a bunch of questions. I'm trying to tell her, as you're sliding to get a ball that's wide, you got to hit the ball and then push back off your outside leg and go towards the middle. She's asking me all these questions. I'm telling her her footwork's surprisingly bad for a girl that I consider to be so athletic. That's a decent recovery. Ooh, good shots from Caitlin. Oh, that was the ATP. It's so on, and she's trying to go middle. So Caitlin's, as I mentioned, very tall, and she's going laterally here instead of diagonally, which is a huge part of the problem. So I hit a pretty aggressive ball wide, and instead of taking a step towards the post, she just slides right, and so she's not cutting off the angle, so she's getting cooked there. Mine was wide there. So I'm actually trying to feed her an ATP now. That's a really good shot from her. Good shot. Going inside, outside. She hits this. So this ball is going. Yeah, like if she. Let's rewind it a little bit. Okay, so she's moving completely laterally instead of diagonally. So that's part of the problem. But then also this ball is going to carry a good bit with the topspin. And so Caitlin needs to actually just wait a split second, let it go a little further, and then just slam that ATP. And I'm yelling at her because it's so on. Caitlin's making excuses, and we're back to it. Same thing here. I don't know why she's slamming this ball middle. This ball, when she hits it, it's like 18 inches in the air. So it's like got another, you can wait another quarter second to hit this ball, let it carry wide, and then ATP this thing. And she just slams the ball middle. Same thing here. That's a pretty aggressive shot, but yeah, she's still just going pretty much laterally on these balls instead of cutting it off and doing a little half volley reset over the net. All right, so we're just doing some ATPs here, which I don't think is that interesting. So we're gonna go into the next drill with my girl Caitlin Cole Fogarty. Let's fix this video a little bit so it's more zoomed in. There we go. All right, so we're just working on Caitlin getting to the kitchen. We're doing 7-11 here. We're actually playing for bodyweight squats. So the winning margin, I think I said you had to do 3 bodyweight squats. That lob goes long. High third. All right, so let's look at this one. All right, so that's the third. That's high. So her split step is super late. So the rough rule of thumb that I've heard is that you're supposed to split step as your ball goes over the net. So that should give you like, you know, an extra quarter second to split step before they've hit the ball. So she's still moving her feet as I hit the ball. And so it just makes it a lot harder. So one more time. So she's split stepping late there. Good third, good fifth. We're at the kitchen. I've been playing more mixed doubles recently, and I've been trying to tell these ladies to lob more, because the lob is viable against guys, and I think it's extra viable against girls. Caitlin actually gets the better of me here, and I rush forward and clips the net, and I get lucky, but she hit a really good shot there, or a few good shots in a row. Yeah, so Caitlin is split stepping. Look, I'm about to hit the ball, and then she sets her feet. So she's setting her feet on the split step a little late. Same thing. I've hit the ball already, and then she split steps. So the split step is just late. Let's see the split step this time. Yeah, that right foot, she's split stepping as I hit the ball. Look at that. That thing's still in motion. So that just makes it so much harder to get a good shot. Yeah, look at that right foot. I've already hit the ball. And then she's Yeah, so the two big takeaways at the moment for my girl Caitlin Cole Fogarty. Got a split step earlier. I've already hit the ball. Her foot's still moving. And then we got to work on that moving laterally or moving diagonally towards the post on wide dinks. Try to hit a drop shot. Does this ball go in? I guess so. Alright, so we're dinking, we're neutral. Oh, that was a horrible lob. This ball's going long too. Alright, so we're going to look at the split step again. Decent reset from Caitlin. But look, I've already hit the ball. She's on the tips of her, on her toes. And she's split stepping so late that it makes it so much harder. Alright, next up. Yeah, this footwork is just so late. She's just doing too much. I think if she's split stepping just like a quarter second earlier and not trying to take so much space here moving forward, it's just way easier for her because she's just cooked right there. We're neutral now. We're neutral now. Lob. Ew. 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 So she's sliding right after I pull her wide on this dink. So the lob over her is towards her backhand is on. It's kind of a great shot. Well, partner would actually destroy that. Yeah, so the lob against the ladies is extra viable. So now Caitlin's at the kitchen and I'm back. Look at how low this ball is and look at her body shape. I just hate that. She's so tall that I think she's got to be taking this thing out of the air way sooner. Look how her butt is just so far back from the kitchen for a girl that's so tall. I just hate that. Hate that shape. Lob. Alright, so I lob her backhand. Her partner would actually slide over and crush this, so it's not that good a lob. But let's look at it. One of the things we were working on when you do get lobbed, I've noticed this more with the ladies that I play with, is look at the route she takes to pick up this lob. She's really far away from the ball when she hits it, and I was trying to tell her to get a lot closer to it, hit a drop, and then as you're hitting the drop, come back to the kitchen a lot faster. So actually Ernie her. It's the most delicate lady like Ernie you can possibly imagine. But we hit a drop, she plays it a little wide, and she actually gets a good paddle on it. Alright. She's keeping me back, I'm walking forward. We're resetting. And Caitlin keeps me pinned here. She does a good job. So, and if we're talking about footwork, mine is actually pretty bad here. So I hit a third right here, and I decided to rush her. And I'm hitting it instead of split stepping. I'm getting greedy here. I'm trying to surprise her with a little aggressive bull rush And then she's got the better of me. But she just snaps at that last one and misses. Bad third. All right, so we're neutral. We're neutral. I lob her clean winner. And Caitlin trying to complain that it was a little wide of the line. But let's just look at the route she takes. So she thinks I'm dinking here. She's standing a little upright in not that athletic a position. And she's just so casual to react to this lob. She just takes like way too long. There's the level of urgency on the lob here is pretty low, Caitlin. Pretty low. My back is getting pretty stiff here, so I'm moving it basically underwater speed. And I think that's all we got for today. But that's a little bit of light work with my girl Caitlin Cole Fogarty. We're back to it. Pickleball. We got a big tournament this coming weekend with the Baker's son in Baton Rouge, Mickey Randazzo, Zach Dixon, playing in the Louisiana Open at Stax. Stay tuned for more videos. Ciao.